What's up, YouTube family? This is Jeff with a little bit of everything home services, coming to you with another video. I am on my commercial job, and I figured I would drop this video because there's a few things that I'm looking at doing internationally. I would like to move internationally eventually one day, and so I figured I would shoot this video. This is more like commercial versus residential too. So for part two. So overall, I'll say this: as far as residential is concerned, residential is great. I do residential and I do commercial, and what I've found is it's important for you to understand what you want to do. And what I mean by that, and don't get me wrong, if you don't know right away, it's okay. But eventually, I will say this: you can make a lot of money. I mean, if that's what you want, in either one, but it's not going to be overnight. Now, as far as residential, yeah, you can make a ton of money on residentials if you're doing production pay and you're selling a lot of equipment. Oh yeah, you can make six figures, but you're more of a salesman than a repair tech. I mean, you're selling a lot of equipment, and there's nothing wrong with that. But then some people can kind of get a little dishonest and sell things that there's nothing wrong with the current equipment. But anyway, that's not what the video is about today. The video today is about the difference between the two as far as what you want to do. Alright, so residential, you can go just about anywhere. Well, residential and commercial, you can go anywhere in the United States and get a job. Alright, so if that's what you want, if you want to get a job working for a company, if you do residential, you can go anywhere in the United States. If you do commercial, you can go anywhere in the United States. It's in heating and air. Heating and air is everywhere in the United States. Now, one thing to understand: if you want to spread out a little further internationally, say you want to go, you decide, hey, I want to go to Europe, or I want to go to Africa, or I want to go wherever. All right, then my suggestion, of course, I always tell everybody, understand residential and work residential. And because that's going to be a key important thing. But commercial will take you internationally, because some places they may not utilize as much heat and may not utilize as much air conditioning, depending on the culture, depending on the environment. But one thing you're going to have everywhere, no matter where you go, is you're going to have commercial equipment no matter where you go. Whether it's in the US, whether it's overseas, you're gonna have the commercial equipment. So that's why I would say the biggest difference, that's not the biggest difference, but that's just one big difference right there. So if you want to travel internationally, I would say start looking more as soon as you can get into the commercial side of the house, because that will allow you to get the experience to be able to travel internationally and go wherever it is that you desire to go. If you don't want to stay in the United States, or if you want to be able to travel, it just makes you. It's great. It's a good thing to have a type of job where you can go anywhere and get employment. Now, I didn't say you can go anywhere and get rich. So if your goal is to get rich, this is probably not the job for you. Because you can make a decent living, but you're not gonna necessarily get rich unless you own your own heating and air company. And you're successful at it. Yeah, you can make a good little amount of money then, and you can gain wealth. But you can make a living anywhere you want to move in this industry. But don't get fooled, because a lot of people think that you make a ton of money and I'm gonna get out here and if that's not the case. Especially for those of you in school starting off, understand that you're starting in a trade at the bottom. You have the least amount of experience than anybody, so you're not gonna come out with the top pay. So that's something to understand. But again, if you hang in there, you can make some good money, and you can make yourself very, very marketable. And that's the one thing you want to make sure you do: gain the experience. So I know everybody, well, not everybody, but some people, they want to hop into the field as soon as they finish school. I'm going to start my own. There's nothing wrong with starting your own business. I have mine, and I'm grateful that I do, and I wouldn't change that. But understand too that there's a lot to learn in this trade. So if you go in residential, there's a lot to learn, and if you're doing commercial, there's a lot to learn, because you're not going to learn everything in school. That's just a fact. There's no way that they have the capability to teach you everything that you need to know. But you check out my videos, I'll show you as much as I can, because a lot of stuff in commercial and residential are simple. So as long as you understand airflow, as long as you understand refrigeration flow, you're fine. I mean, those things that are important, and you have to know how to troubleshoot. You'll be surprised at how many people out here don't know how to troubleshoot. They're part changers. They don't really know how to chase that electrical out and see where it's stopping at, see where this, if something's overamping or whatever, the basic diagnostic parts of it. A lot of people, they don't understand that. So you understanding that and understand how to read a diagram, that is key. That places you above other people. Anyway, I'm at work. So it's time to get back and finish up this PM, but I just wanted to drop this part 2 with you. Basically understanding that if you're staying in the United States, it doesn't matter, but if you want to travel internationally, I would say, hey, make sure you put your focus on commercial work, because that'll help you more internationally than I'm not saying residential won't, because some places, depends on where you are internationally. All right, YouTube family. I want to thank you for taking time out to check out this video. I'll talk to you soon. Have a blessed day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and more videos to come.